Good morning. Welcome to Love Morning. I am John Halcyon. This is a daily practice of gratitude and connection and setting our sails for who we want to be today. I'm embracing sadness. A beloved campmate, Khrusty, passed away. Khrusty is on the screen right now. He was one of the original Pink Heart people. He helped shape the culture. He was a doctor who helped me through many a Burning Man scrape and questionable rash, and I'm so grateful that I got to know him. He's so unique, so silly, playful, fun, wacky, whimsical, and enjoyed revelry. Such a good mood party guy. And a brilliant doctor. And I think he was one of the people that really demonstrated the ability to be a radically unique, brilliant light and still hold a respected place in default culture. And then I got to witness him meet a campmate and fall in love and get married and build a life together. Like, he's the kind of person that you go, I didn't think that energy, that light could ever be extinguished. Like that. So right now I am so grateful that I got to cross paths in my limited consciousness during this limited one single life I have in this body, that I got to build shit with him and build a family. Build Pink Heart and make it something that will outlive us both, I hope. But it was a lot to be having death such a huge part of my life right now. And I'm feeling like I'm really trying to think of this as like advanced graduate level classroom for what will be the rest of my life. If I stay healthy enough, I'm going to witness and be a part of many incredible people dying. I'm going to hopefully be able to help my parents die. And I don't want that to take anything away from life. And in fact, so I'm trying to find ways and to make every death what adds the spice to the living. This last 6 weeks with Janus in my meditations and my consciousness so deeply every day that I really feel connected to a present moment connection more than I think I ever have. Like, well, I'll be holding Lisa and I just go, vroom, and I get, it's like, I'm just so grateful for this now moment. And I think that staying aware of the transitory nature of all things is, and grief and loss, these are the payments that we pay for the gift of the awareness and the reminder of the miracle of being alive in this moment right now. And I saw my parents yesterday. I drove by to give them a hug, and I fucking never take any moment with them for granted. I'm so glad that my parents are alive to see me meet Lisa. So grateful that I'm pretty sure my mom got to meet Khrusty when she went to Burning Man. Tara said, let's light that love sign now for him. You know, fuck yeah. I turned it off because I thought maybe that would be... Yeah. Thank you, Tara. Thank you, Andrew. Good morning, Chris. Grateful for your ability to share this difficult time, but also his light for us. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Yamil. Andrew says, dealing with death is how we really get to touch life. It's really true. I my first suicide attempt was in 5th grade. That was actually the only really attempt I made. But considering suicide has been a part of most of my life. Not in, I think, in a morbid way, just I've always found it to be a helpful way to evaluate my choices, evaluate how bad things are, evaluate like how stuck in my ways am I? Like if death is on the table, like what are the things, how radical could my decisions be? Like and so death has always been a part of my philosophy and my spirituality. I find it very helpful to guide, to give me courage. Like, I think about all the time my grandpa on his deathbed and how at peace he was. You know, the common thing on the deathbed, I wish I would have spent more time with, not at the office. My grandpa didn't say that. My grandpa dedicated his life to loving people and being kind and spreading peace and fighting for people's rights. Like, and so I think about, how do I want to feel when I die? I want to feel like looking back and like good use of a life, old man. If you cross paths with Khrusty, with Chad, he's in you. Like, whatever energy, whatever vibes you're putting in the world from now on, it's got a little Khrusty in it, or it's got a little Janus in it, or a lot. But I did love thinking about the ripples of these people. Nothing, you wouldn't go to a party with either one of them and go, I'm not sure if they were there. No, you would know. You would know. And I find some comfort in knowing that that's what we do with a life, is we live in a way so that there are hearts all over the place that are changed and blessed and made better and made brighter because of the incredible luck of crossing paths with you. I feel like I'm deeply grateful every day, and I have to believe and recognize that it's the preciousness of everything that makes life so incredible. And to have the vantage point of our blessings, of the miracle, of the gift, sometimes you lose things and people. That is how we honor those that have passed, is by appreciating and celebrating our lives and knowing that part of the way we live is because of the ways they have touched us. There's no safety, really. And the truth is, even with our fancy houses and seatbelts and protective, life is super dangerous. It's super fleeting. And even if you do everything right, your body can just shut off. So you gotta appreciate it. You gotta go for it. You gotta say, I love you. You gotta say, I'm sorry. You gotta make sure that you're going to bed going, okay, I feel good about how I'm living right now, because I do not want to be on my deathbed and say, oh, fuck. My bank account is impressive, and the number of people that I owe apologies to is long. You don't want that. The game of life is not won by avoiding risk. It's not a survival game. It's a experience game. It's not how long you live. It's what you do while you're alive, how you live. How well do you strip away the shit that ain't you? How courageous are you in unearthing and healing the trauma? How brave can you be in opening your heart to others? How in alignment can you be and then act in the world from that place? It doesn't mean you have to climb Everest. Being an adventurer can mean being brave enough to speak your truth to your partner. It's not the size, it's the direction. It's not the distance, it's the direction. And if you are walking in the direction of your truth, that is an adventurous life of honor. And I know that Janus and Khrusty can be at the pearly gates walking tall. I'm grateful for this connection, these people, you. So let's close our circle by wherever you are. Hug the body you're in or the body you're with. Grateful for being alive and conscious and being able to open our hearts and connect with one another. And grateful knowing that there's so many of us out there. And grateful knowing that we can be the permissionary. We can be the one that lets somebody else know, just by the way we live, that they can be more open-hearted and kinder and love ambassadors too. So let's take a deep breath in and squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of us love ambassadors, thank you for being here this morning. I love you. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Khrusty. Thank you, Janus.